Alright guys, welcome back to another video. And I apologise in advance for that annoying, irritating noise every single time I talk. And I don't know how to fix that whatsoever. But here's a heads up. For some reason, if I'm speaking on Discord or I'm speaking on a phone call or something like that, you do not hear that background noise whatsoever. Or how would I suggest you guys fix it? Either listen at a quieter volume or don't use a headset. Or don't turn your phone at full blast, and you should not hear that background noise. I don't know what it is on my CPU cooler, but I apologise in advance. So, we're ranking every single Call of Duty game. The last time I ranked this was in October, for this one before Black Ops Cold War came out. And also, we're going to do this tier list a little bit different than I normally do a tier list. As you see, I put a new section at the bottom. So pretty much I'm doing it differently, where if I've not played the game for 2 days in game time, I'm not going to be counting it in the list, because I have played every single Call of Duty game on this list, well, apart from like the Chinese one. So let's just get started. Tier list, simple tier list, you know what I'm talking about. Let's get started. Warzone, first Call of Duty game. I gotta be straight up honest with you, I do not like Battle Royales whatsoever. And I think Warframe, yes. Yes, that game's actually really good, by the way. I know. Well, Warzone, where would I put Warzone? I gotta be honest, like, wipe it out of Resistance. Because it's kind of killed the Call of Duty multiplayer and the Call of Duty Zombies. And the Call of Duty, it's destroyed Call of Duty as a franchise. Because they just care about Battle Royale more than anything else. To be honest, if Warzone never came out, I reckon they would have put a lot more effort into Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. Because of this. Warzone's only one game mode, for one, I'm going to base it off all the game modes, obviously. Because Modern Warfare 2019 is on this list. Yeah, it is. Okay, Black Ops Cold War. So I played a decent amount of Black Ops Cold War. So I got Black Ops Cold War. I almost didn't get this game, and I'm kind of sad that I did eventually get it. So I played the campaign. The campaign's okay for a Call of Duty game. The multiplayer's awful. No, in fact, wipe it out of Resistance. I don't know who made this multiplayer. This is not made by Treyarch. This is not a Treyarch game. I'm sorry. World of Warcraft Black Ops 3 are Treyarch games, and you can feel they were made properly by Treyarch. But Black Ops Cold War, no. But we'll talk about Black Ops 4 when we get to that game. The zombies was actually not bad at launch, but they've just kept changing stuff and they've just kept ruining it. And now, a few days ago, they decided, they made the game for casuals, which, to be honest, I'm not a casual player of zombies, I'm a really hardcore player, but I found it a little bit disappointing. But you know what, I found that the game overall played alright, but they just keep doing nerfs and nerfs in a PvE game mode, and you just keep changing stuff. And now they went back to the 1% of the zombie community. I'm like, okay, why are we doing this after 6 months after launch? Why are we kicking all the new casual noobs that we got into the franchise? You know what I mean? They kind of just shot themselves in the back, because all the hardcore players are not going to return. I can tell you that for a fact. I've not returned to Cold War, but I've played it a decent amount for. Tell you when I played it. Friday when it first came out, I actually got to max level when it first came out. Played it in season 1 a decent amount, got to Battle Pass tier 100, got Dark Ether. Played mostly zombies, which is bad by the way, I should be playing multiplayer as well, but the multiplayer is freaking awful. So I'm going to put this Call of Duty game in awful. I think it's a really, really bad Call of Duty game. It's just really bad. Alright, Call of Duty 4. This is the Call of Duty game that blew up the Call of Duty franchise. Look at this Call of Duty game. COD would have just been forgotten, like COD 1, 2, COD 3, whatever games. But Call of Duty 4. Amazing campaign. And great multiplayer. It did have some flaws with the multiplayer, but it was really, really good. The pick 10, not the pick 10 system, the class system. There were new inventions, the perks. Brand new. The guns were really, really good, apart from the M16 that was broken, but that wasn't really a problem. In the original game, that was more of a problem in the remaster. Plus the guns got nerfed on the PC rush. For putting this game in amazing. must play Call of Duty. It's a great Call of Duty. However, if you're going to play that, unless you're playing the campaign or you're playing on console, then I'd maybe say the remaster. But if you're playing on PC, the remaster is completely dead in multiplayer. And we'll be talking about the remaster when we get to that game. The next game is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 had no campaign. Whatever. So I had no campaign at all. So I guess we can't write that. Multiplayer was bad. Once again, the 150 health, the manual heal system and all that, it just doesn't really work for Call of Duty. This Call of Duty game, you know, they at least have the QA testers, and I actually generally think this is real. For 9 months or 6 months before the game came out, I think it was like February 2018. The QA testers, they said it played too much like Overwatch. They had to fix the game in under 6 months. And let's talk about Blackgate. Blackgate was made under a year. No, I do think actually Blackgate was average battle royale game. Nah, I would say it's bad to be honest. Yeah, I'd say it's bad. I think it's better than Warzone in my opinion. Yes, because we have to use my opinion nowadays, or I get cancelled. Can't just say the general opinion or the overall opinion, you know what I mean? I think it was the overall opinion, it sucked. The zombies, they changed too much from the original games for all that worked at Black Ops. It just doesn't play like original zombies at all. Bad maps, boring maps, multiplayer, it was okay. So I'm going to put it in awful tier. But you know what? If Trap didn't change a few, didn't nerf a bunch of stuff to the zombies recently, for Cold War zombies, I would have probably said it's better Black Ops 4. But they recently have made me even more mad. Considering I don't play the game, they have made me anymore. They have made me more mad. But I just can't get back into Black Ops 4. I'm going to try it a third time maybe after its life cycle to get back into it, because I tried it. I played it during its life cycle a decent amount. I think I have like 10 days on multiplayer, like 25 days on zombies. I got to rank 1000. I played it a decent amount. I don't know. And I came back to it after the project. I just can't get back into it. I'll need to try it a third time. At least set my console though. I'm waiting for a PS5. When I put the PS5's available before I can play it. It's better. I hate when there's new consoles. Alright, Black Ops 2. Controversial opinion. This is going to be some very controversial opinion. Alright, let's start with the campaign. Masterpiece. I would say easily the best Call of Duty campaign. The multiple decisions and all that's a lot better than Cold War. Cold War did have some sort of multiple decisions, but it was really lackluster. Yeah, masterpiece. Multiplayer. Amazing. Multiplayer, absolutely amazing. 10-pick system and all that new stuff. It just really good. Too bad it's still for hackers, like the PC version's unplayable, like Plutonium. Then Plutonium has server browsing, and I like server browsing, but I wish matchmaking was there as well as server browsing. I like one Black Ops. It's both. It's okay. I'd say it's actually amazing. Now the zombies. I gotta be straight up honest with you, the zombies is bad. Oh god, let's talk about the zombie map. So we had Transit, awful map, and I'm not going to count Town and all that because I don't think they're really good maps anyway. I just think the maps like Town and that are just worse versions of Kino de Don. Literally just lazy maps. Very unoriginal ideas. So let's just let's Transit. Alright, Dire Eyes, awful map as well. They too. I don't think they should be white. In fact, I would say Dire Eyes should be white out of systems. I would say Transit's awful. Bob the Dead, good. Very overrated. And has a lot of flaws that people never bring up. Buried, I would say average. It's a very overrated map. And finally, Origins, amazing. And good, because if you're like me, you don't want to learn the stats. So yeah, I'm putting it in good. Whoa! I'm gonna get hate comments because I did that. Man, see Black Ops 2. I need to make a really scripted video I like I want to why Black Ops 2 is the most overrated Call of Duty game ever. Same goes to Halo Reach. They are just so overrated games. So granted, I will say Black Ops 2 is actually good compared to Halo Reach. I would say Halo Reach is a meh game, but we're not talking about Halo. Alright, Black Ops 1. Great campaign. Had the most amount of content in any Call of Duty game multiplayer. It introduced so much. Yeah, the compound system, the original compound system, introduced party game modes. Gun balancing sure wasn't the best, but they did fix it sort of. Most guns are usable. Well, apart from a lot of SMGs. Half the SMGs I would say are usable, but pretty much every other gun in the game is usable. Bot matches, combat training. Nobody brings combat training up ever in Call of Duty. Nobody ever brings up combat training ever when they do a tier list. When they do Black Ops 1. Never. Zombies, great maps. It helped the zombies as a game mode blow up though. I'd say Black Ops 3 did a better job at it. Amazing. Alright, let's Call of Duty game. Oh! Modern Warfare 2019. Alright, let's start with the campaign. Campaign's good. Multiplayer is Wipeout and Resistance. Call of Duty is the World Warfare. Excuse me. Yeah, you just camp, and you can't play aggressive. It's not an aggressive Call of Duty game. It sucks. It really sucks. Really sucks really badly. Co-op mode. What the fuck is this co-op mode? What the hell did they do to this? I played some of the survival mode. It's horrible. Modern Warfare 3 survival is really good, but it sucks. Modern Warfare, like if you play it for like over half an hour, enemies can one shot you. Like, oh, right. It's time based, the damage, not round based. Wish I never understood that. I never understand that. So we're gonna put the game. I'd say it's the second worst Call of Duty game. I would say, yeah. Call of Duty World at War. Good campaign. Also, I need to give it some points. The campaign some more points because it has co-op campaign. It's only one of two Call of Duty games that have co-op campaign. Granted, you only get like 90% of the missions. Two of the missions are not playable, which I don't get why the Stalingrad mission is not playable, but I understand why the Thingy mission is not playable. The mission that you're flying, you're in a plane gunner. Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. I understand why that mission's not there. Yeah, okay, zombies. Beginning of zombies. It created zombie game mode. Forgot to give it some points for that as well. So good. The multiplayer, straight up just a copy and paste of COD 4. It did have some gun balances like the M4 in that, but I would say the M4 was more of an issue than the M16. But they did patch it on PC. May I ask a question? Does anybody know why? Why is the World at War got a plutonium there? I never really found an issue in World at War series. So sometimes I found a problem where join people. Excuse me. Oh, that is servers. I would say it's good. Yeah, I would say it's a good game. Me personally, I think it's better than Black Ops 2, but yeah, I'm not going to be biased in that awful that opinion. Alright. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Great campaign. This game is so underrated. It has, how many likes is it on YouTube? Like 4 million, something like that. Reason it got so many dislikes is because it's a futuristic game. People that want futuristic. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The zombies. We'll talk about what about that. Zombies started off good, but got worse and worse and worse. So I would say zombies was average. And the multiplayer was pay to win. But if you're like me, you got good RNG, you got good weapons, so it was not bad. It was okay. So I'm gonna put it as a bad Call of Duty game. I think it's bad. I think it's awful. Person. Alright. The next Call of Duty game is Advanced Warfare. It was straight up honestly. I got to level 15 Advanced Warfare. I did play Super a lot. Played the campaign twice. Campaign was okay, average. I played some of the survival. The survival was actually alright in advance of it, and I never played extra survival because I never bought the DLCs. But I'm just going to put this under here. I'm going to put it under here. I don't think I played it for 2 days. I could be wrong. But I don't feel like I'm in a position to rank Advanced Warfare. It was really like pay to win the multiplayer. Was like I got the best gun in multiplayer. So it was the Battle Duty, the Sitting Steed or something like that. You know, I was still shit at the game. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really play it much. It was okay. The Infected was decent. I'll give it that. Alright, next Call of Duty game is Remastered. Modern Warfare Remastered. Campaign was amazing. The multiplayer, however, was bad. Like, I had more of a problem than the original. They didn't fix any of the problems of the original, and actually they kind of created more problems with all the DLC weapons and all that weren't in the original game. The supply drop system. Sure, you could get everything for free. Sure, that was a cool feature, but it was a bad game. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't a good game. But I'm going to give it average. I think it's average Call of Duty. I don't think it was awful, but I don't know. It's a good remake, I guess. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, isn't it? Not yet. Still multiplayer. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I feel like I'd be putting that in average as well. Alright, next Call of Duty game. Black Ops 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Before I do that, I'm going to check games around. Alright, campaign's awful. However, no, I think campaign needs to be wiped out because it's completely honestly. However, it did have co-op, so I'm going to give the campaign an awful deal. It did have co-op campaign. I'll give that some. I'll give that some props. Multiplayer had pay to win problems, but overall it actually looked quite decent. Though it did have pay to win programs, you choose the bracket. It was actually quite a good Call of Duty game. I would say it played a lot like Black Ops 2, but it was futuristic. But I would actually say it was good. And the zombies, amazing. The zombies was absolutely amazing. Easily the best or the second best zombies I would say in overall. So I'm going to put that ahead of World at War. I think it's a really good game. Easily. Top 5 Call of Duty. Alright. Let's go to some Call of Duty games I've not played. This is the original Call of Duty game. It was Share Energy. Never played it. Call of Duty Online. The Chinese. This is a China game. Never played it. World War 2. Played a decent amount of World War 2. Keep it straight up, honestly. Campaign. Unrealistic for a World War 2 campaign. Very boring. The Germans and the Americans. Like, the West Front is the most boring thing to cover in World War II. If it's between the Americans and the Germans, it's like the most boring. Like even if they went to the Japanese event, it would be far more interesting. And I know World War II Vanguard won't do this. It'll be the Americans versus Germans again. Unlike World at War, it was only the Americans versus Germans. It wasn't like the Russians. In World at War, it was Americans versus the Japanese, the Russians versus the next, and even the old Call of Duty games even had more. So yeah, okay, multiplayer. I would say the multiplayer was bad. No, in fact, I would say it's awful. Though after the changes, I would have to put it in bad. Though I personally still don't like the game. And the zombies was awful. It's like Warzone. Sorry, if you're a World War II fanboy, good for you. But Sledgehammer Games cannot do Call of Duty games. And you can even tell by Black Ops Cold War. God, so much of that must have been made by Sledgehammer. Jeez. I'm not sure I fanboy anymore. I think they're awful, their games, but holy shit. Alright. Modern Warfare 3. Where do I begin? Let's start in the Spec Ops mode. Spec Ops mode was actually good. I would say the things were okay, the missions were okay. And the survival mode was really good. So I gotta give some props to that. The campaign, the end of a trilogy, good. The end of the Modern Warfare trilogy, good. Soap Steph and all that. I'm sorry if you've not heard of spoilers, guys. If you've not played that game, this is obviously a spoiler. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Getting rid of Makarov, ending the story, ending that franchise was so good. Such a good Call of Duty game. Let's go to the multiplayer. Such a good campaign. Multiplayer, Well, Cloud did have some issues, like the one, not the one man army, that was on the 142 problem. The death streaks and all that, and you can get streaks by pretty much being awful. That's why I don't like him at Cold War. I actually don't like that. It was mostly alright, apart from the stealth bomber. That was my problem. Overall, it's a good Call of Duty game, I would say. It's a good game. Infected was really, really good. Easily the best survival versus zombie game mode Infected ever in gaming history. I'm sorry, but I feel like if Halo did Infected, like how Call of Duty did, it would be so good. Like the problem with Halo is whoever gets the most kills wins. Halo, the way Call of Duty does it is, if everyone dies and everyone becomes infected, you get a victory. Right? Or you survive. Or you survive the longest. Plus the mobile apps and all that were well fun as well. Modern Warfare 2. Ooh, where do we begin in Modern Warfare 2? Alright, let's start Spec Ops. I'd say Spec Ops was average. Yeah, I'd say it was average. Multiplayer was really, really amazing. I do not have nostalgia for this game. I didn't actually play this game a lot in its life cycle. I didn't really speak into broken things as much. Like the rocket launcher could nuke the entire map or something like that. I don't know, and pre-patch models never experienced that, unfortunately. But I got into a decent level in the game also. Like the campaign's really good. The master campaign's amazing as well. So where I put it, it's amazing. Granted, I think this is going to be controversial, but Call of Duty 4 is better than Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. Alright, Call of Duty. Let's begin. Campaign. Nah, in fact, I've not played Call of Duty Ghosts much. Campaign. I completed the campaign twice, as I always do. Not always do. I played once and one of my friends played it. So I don't really count that as twice. I don't know, Call of Duty Ghosts was a year I played Battlefield 4. Like, when you gotta play Call of Duty Ghosts or Battlefield 4, and I played Battlefield 4 recently. I never found Battlefield over Ghosts. I thought Call of Duty was a really bad position. I've always loved Battlefield games. So where would I put this game? I only got to level 10 in multiplayer. And I played like level 5 extension, and I never really split this survival mode. I'm not going to rank it. Call of Duty Mobile, played like 10 matches on it. And got like books and a couple of games. People play like awful. Yeah, I played it during the zombie mode was in. The zombie mode was kind of boring. Not boring, it was just bad. It was just really, really bad the way they did it. The Helllands and that beach really overpowered. So I'm gonna put it there. Call of Duty 2. Played the campaign, that was it. Never played the multiplayer Call of Duty. Played the campaign, never played it. So that's my tier list. Before we end this, let's go to the community tier list. So, yeah. I don't know why they want the game ranked it. Who ranked this? Who did this? Who ranked this tier list? What? Sure, whatever. Who ranked the public one? And this is my tier list. Let me know in the description what your Call of Duty tier list is. What's your, I don't know, top 5, top favourite Call of Duty games if you don't want to put them all in. And also let me know what Call of Duty games you've been playing. And I apologise again for this annoying, irritating noise. And I don't know how to fix it. And you guys don't know how to help me either, clearly. So yeah, that's the video, and I will see you all next time. Make sure to turn notifications on because I'm going to try and do a weekly live stream at least, maybe two live streams a week. We will see. And I'm planning on playing Jedi Fallen Order for the first time, which should be up. In fact, it'll be up before I know. To be completely honest with you. And subscribe if you're new. Like the video because we need to help the algorithm. Try and get this channel back up to my original second channel. Like almost 1k subs. Then I'll start putting more in. Anyway, peace out. I'll see you all next time.